Good morning. It's a beautiful spring morning in 2018. I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel and kind of making a journal of our family and our road to hopefully becoming a little more sustainable. So we'd like to bring all of you along with us and share that journey with us. So I guess today I'd just show you around and kind of see what our property is right now and what we hope to make it in the future. So join us along for our adventures at Cox Family Farms. So if you see behind me here, right there is my driveway. It goes down the mountain. So that makes it hard sometimes to get up. Later this year, you might see some videos of me trying to pave that driveway. So we're going to work on that. We'll have several YouTube videos of how to. So stay tuned for that. You can see behind me is my house. It's a nice size house. We got a great bargain on this place. My wife actually found it and she showed it to me, and I was thinking, hey, we might could make this into something. It was a lot of work trying to make it into what it is now, and there's still a lot of work to happen in the future. We'll be doing a kitchen remodel coming up in the next couple months, and we'll be posting that online as well. So hopefully we'll have some really good informational videos coming down the line. Let's see. So I'm going to show you, this is the back of the house. This is the deck that I built last spring. I actually cut the tree and had it milled into logs and built the deck. Still got a couple things to do to it, but it's looking pretty good. We've got true 2x. We got true 6x6s for the posts, so it should hold up good. Wasn't pressure treated, but we sealed it really well with deck sealer, and hopefully it'll last a long time for us. You can see our chickens running around. We've got a couple of Rhode Island Reds right there. We've got, let's see, our cat's up on the rail. I guess it's our cat. It showed up about a month ago and we started feeding it. So there's only one other house close by. So they haven't told me that they have a missing cat. So I'm assuming it's ours now. Got a little pool here. Our guest house over there. I'm going to come out here to where my garden is. Let's see, we've got a pear tree here. Turn around. We've got an apple tree here. And back there, right there, is a plum tree. The plum tree produces about dime-sized plums, and I haven't gotten it to do anything else since I moved here. It was planted when I got here, so I'm not sure of the what type of plum it is. You can see here we've got a blueberry bush and another blueberry bush. And I've put them behind some wire, and I'm going to do that with my other trees as well, because the deer love them. They eat them down to the stub, and I've lost several already because I failed to do that in the past. So let's see if I can turn this video around here. Nope. This is, let's see, what have we got here? I think this is one of our peach. Yep, this is a peach that I got last fall from Lowe's for $5. That's a great deal. You can kind of go check out your local big box stores and find great deals because they're putting them on clearance, and it's just the right time to buy. This is a pear that I got from Lowe's as well, and I've got another peach over here. I'll show you one of my chicken tractors that I've built in the past. This is one of my chicken tractors that I built out of PVC. You can see that it has some roosting racks here that they can kind of roost on. In this chicken tractor, they actually laid eggs on the ground. I'm going to be using this for my meat birds this year, and I'll be showing you how we raise our meat birds here on Cox Family Farms. This is another little chicken house that I built. I built this chicken house out of reclaimed fence. So you've got those big 6-foot privacy fences. I had a friend that was getting rid of it, and they said, hey, if you'll help me take it down, you can have all the wood from it. So you see there's 2x4s there. There's the wood slats that we used, that we had from the fence. This fence also had 4x4s and other materials that I've still got projects going on that actually my garden that I'm fixing to show you has some of the 4x4s that we used. In my chicken house, I've got some little layer boxes there that the chickens can go in and lay their eggs. And oh my goodness, it must have warmed up. Look at all of our eggs. Yay, eggs. So we've got some nice, fresh, clean eggs there. They must have been laid yesterday afternoon or this morning. So we'll have some more fresh eggs to put in the refrigerator. Now, you can kind of see all of the hay that we have on the ground in here. I get hay in the fall so that we can kind of keep it warm in here during the winter. And I'll simply grab some of this hay and I'll spread it out here. You can see that there's a difference in the hay. There's some wet hay from the rain this past week. But then I kind of put down some dry hay so that they can have something dry to be on. And so you can see that, you put that dry hay down there, they like that a lot better than that wet stuff. So we'll come back and get our eggs in just a little while. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, this is our fence that's kind of attached to the chicken house, and that's where we're going to have our garden this year. I've got to get the tractor going and get the bottom plow out just to kind of get it broken up a little bit because it's so hard. My tiller won't even break the ground right now. So it's either going to be that or a lot of pickaxe work. So I'm going to show you one other thing that I've got here that I've never done before, but I figured I'd try this year. Oh, there comes my dogs. Let's see, that's Andy and Ash. So you can see this hay bale right here. It was kind of spent from the winter that it was sitting in the chicken house. And right here is a potato plant. So I just had some potatoes that I was going to throw out. And I decided, hey, I've got a hay bale here that's spent. I'm going to wind up putting it in the garden anyways. So I figured, I'll try to grow some potatoes. I've seen some other people do that. So we'll trial that this year and we'll see how it goes. Looks like it could use some more water, which is odd that this needs more water, and then the chicken house is flooded with water. So anyways, we're going to be playing in the garden a little bit, playing in the dirt, and I'll share that with y'all as we go about playing in the garden this year. Okay, we got a little play set here for the kids. I got two boys. They love to be outside playing around. Today they're inside. It's a little chilly this morning, but not too bad. I'm going to show y'all something that not many people are going to do in their backyard, but I'll explain to you why I had to do it. I didn't have to, but you know, for modern conveniences, I decided to. You see that? That's a tower. It's 60 foot in the air. I built that I guess last year before, slowly, to get internet. So I've got a guy about 8 miles away, and he sends me a signal to the antenna that's on the top of this tower, and then I beam it into the house. So it's a really good way to get internet out to places that normally wouldn't have internet. When I bought this house, I didn't even think, I wonder who the internet provider is. But when you're without internet, when you're used to it, it's a little different. So it was that was a great project. I had to learn a lot of new skills. I dug a 8x8 by 4 foot hole. Had two rebar mats in it that had been tied together into a mesh at 2 different levels, freestanding, until the concrete truck could come and pour the concrete, and then I had to finish the top of the pad. So it was things that I'd never done, but I did a lot of research, and it turned out real well. Come to find out, I can do things that never thought I'd be able to. This is my pole barn. It was here when I got here, and I really hadn't done much to it. When I got here, there was no power out here, and then I luckily found that here at the pole here, we have electrical that was coming out of the ground. So I was able to get some electricity out here. In the future, we'll be doing some lights, some different things out here, maybe enclosing it in a little more, because right now only one side is closed in. So I'd like to have it a little more secure. You can see that there's leaves all over the floor because I just don't take that great care of the floor in here. This stack of wood is a black walnut tree that I cut down at my previous house. It would drop black walnuts on your vehicles if you parked in the driveway. So it was huge, and I wound up cutting it down and having it sawn into boards, and I've kind of laid it out here so that it could dry, and it's dry now, so I can probably stack it up and store it somewhere until I'm ready to use it. Probably going to make a nice kitchen table maybe out of it. You see all these farmhouse tables out of 2x6s, but I think I might do a farmhouse table out of some nice black walnut, and have a really nice table for my family to eat on. So I've got some woods behind me here, and that's all part of my property. I've got about 5 acres here. Some farm implements here. That's actually my brother-in-law's tractor. My tractor is in my garage, and I'm having some trouble with it. So as I tinker with it, I might make some videos on things to look at and watch for while you're working on your tractor. Okay, I've got, and a lot of people are going to say, I can't believe you put up chain link for your muscadine vines. Well, I did. I put up chain link, and my muscadine and my scuppernong vines have done better this last season than they ever have. And I'm guessing that it's because they had a place to grow. I had lines up here for them. They just weren't taking off. And I put up this chain link, and there they go. They just took off. Had a great harvest from those. And I hope to get a couple of grapevines, because my wife doesn't really care too much for the muscadines or scuppernongs. Let me show you one of my other chicken tractors over here. I wish I would have made a video of this, because this was a great idea. My wife had seen a picture of one and she wanted to do it, so we did. This is our chicken tractor. Let's see if we can come out here a little bit. If you can see it, it's got, I'm not too good with the pointing on camera yet. Wheels right there. Those wheels came off of a push lawnmower that was broken, a friend of mine. The frame of this is actually a trampoline, and the trampoline had a mat that was torn, couldn't be used anymore. So we took the frame, we cut it in half, we bolted it together. So if you see here, that's the legs of the trampoline. So we took the legs and bolted them together here and down there on each one and made a hoop. So this is a roll-up door. Somebody's like, I can't believe you cut a roll-up door to put on a chicken tractor. Well, this roll-up door was my neighbor's, and it was laying in their woods with probably 2 inches of sediment on top of it. They didn't want it anymore and gave it to me. So I cut it in half and put it on top of the chicken tractor, and it works great. You can see our little nesting boxes in here. I built a wood frame so that they could all sit in. We braided some rope to hang them from the ceiling with, and chickens like getting up in there and laying their eggs. We're also going to be using this for our meat birds this year. Hopefully we'll be getting about 30-ish meat birds, and I'll show you that video as well. I got a dry throat this morning. That's about it for right now. I just kind of wanted to take y'all on a tour of the property, and hopefully you'll see us building a more sustainable life in the coming years. And it's not going to come all at once, because it takes time to build the infrastructure, and takes money, and those are two things that I need more of, I guess. We all do. We need more time for sure. The money is not as important, but we need the time to get everything put together and get things going. So, wish us well, and we will see y'all later. Thank you.